Move your butts out of that bed.
WBBQ AM/FM Augusta, where Buddy Carr plays the hits.
WBBQ in the hot space, LV, calling all girls the Paul Adams theme song. It's Queen 625 with Buddy Carr, and a man who knows no fear, because yesterday he passed up I-20 to Morgan County going to Atlanta. Bob Young, the Morgan County Marauder, now to speak. Bob, you tell me you actually had the guts to stop up in Madison and have coffee.
It's safer to be parked in Morgan County than it is to be driving.
I don't know about that.
I figured it would be an appropriate place to get something to eat.
Well, I tell you what, if they ever catch me up there again, it'll be for impeding traffic on I-20.
Well, I had no trouble at all passing through Morgan County.
Well, I didn't either until they roadblocked me up there. But
I just don't see what all the controversy is.
Well, they clocked me at 100.
There's some very nice people up there in Morgan County.
Well, I'm sure some of them are, but, they can't all be bad, I don't guess. But they clocked me at 129 miles an hour, and I told them, I said, look, you left me alone, I'd have been home in an hour, and you wouldn't have to take me to jail like this.
Well, what is this? Your car is in the shop? What, it was damaged when they towed it in up there?
In Morgan County, yeah.
Well, if you hadn't been speeding, they wouldn't have towed it in, and your car wouldn't be damaged, and so it wouldn't be in the shop today.
Well, you can get into a lot of ifs, but I'm glad it was, because Jimmy Kendrick insisted on entering in the weekly snatch, dent, and paint competition. But I found out how to get your car. I found out how to get your car back in the body shop, though. You know, Jimmy's non-committal. He doesn't want to say, well, I'll definitely have it ready tomorrow. So I said, you think you have it ready by Friday? I'm going to Atlanta and through Morgan County. He said, pick it up tomorrow afternoon.
Well, you're driving a Jimmy Kendrick loaner today, is that right?
Well, it's a four-door Horizon, you know. I like to park it next to Bruce Stevens' car, so I
think it's on loan from the Department of Energy out at Savannah River Plant, isn't it?
Well, I don't know.
Looks like one of those government cars.
It looks like an undercover FBI agent car. Yesterday, I rolled a plain white envelope up in the back window and rode around town, and I rode by the county building, and the politicians were panicking all over the place. Anyway, good to have you back. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah.
Who's this?
Buddy Carr. Who'd you expect?
Buddy?
Yeah.
Oh. I wasn't expecting you. By the way, let me congratulate you right up front, boy.
What do you mean?
Well, you set a new record for 1984. I started new general manager yesterday, and he said you had set a new record for 1984 that's unprecedented.
I set a new record? What are you talking about?
Well, today's Thursday, and you've worked 4 days in a row without being out.
Wait a minute, Uncle Bob. The day's not over yet. He could leave momentarily.
You're right.
WBBQ News.
WBBQ and wrapped around your finger, and that is
the acid required to give millions 100% relief.
Oh, no.
That batting average, it's ROLAIDS.
Bob's back on acid again.
Rolaids spells 100% relief. For occasional use only as directed.
You want to get those guys on schedule over there, Bob? Oh, here he comes. There, he decided to come onto the microphone here.
What? I'm in no hurry. Remember, I drive through Morgan County safely.
Oh, a man of steel. I'll tell you what, Bob,
I know no fear.
Well, you must have a radar detector. I'll tell you what, it's gotten so bad, and all my political friends have been indicted, investigated, or otherwise, and that's why I bought a radar detector. I don't have any friends to help me out anymore except Steve. Oh, by the way, in the paper this morning, Bob, officer calls Athens fracas just a regular fight. That's all it was.
Oh, you've been reading the paper again.
Yes, it's Detective Jerry Haley and, let me see, who else? Well, Officer David McDonald got into a little fracas up at the University of Georgia football game. And they had to go to court and so on and so on and so on, but they said it was a regular fight. In fact, I knew it was because...
How did you know it was a regular fight?
Because I have an actual recording.
I don't believe it.
No, I swear to God, I have an actual recording.
I don't believe it.
Listen to this, Bob. They were fighting over toilet paper in the restroom.
Well, after hearing that, I tend to believe them. It does sound like just a regular old fight.
Yeah. By the way, Jay Hyde was talking about you and a new girlfriend yesterday, and...
What?
That's what he said. He said
what are you all trying to do to me?
Well, you know, Jay's been married, a couple of years now? And he's trying to keep the romance in his marriage.
Trying to keep the romance in his marriage?
He said the other night he came home from work, and his wife, Ann, was standing in the doorway wearing nothing at all and completely wrapped in saran wrap.
Oh, goodness.
What
did Jay say?
I said, that sounds exciting, Jay. He said, not to me. I looked at her and said, oh, no, not leftovers again.
WBBQ.
So Carrot Top and the Eurythmics, and here comes that rain again, the new Touch LP. 724, fair skies and 30 degrees, and Buddy Carr and Bob Young in the morning. Bob just back from the capital of Atlanta yesterday, which
was over the state capital.
Why don't you ever do any squirrel jokes?
Yeah, Bob.
Instead of letting Buddy catch all the heat.
That's true.
Are you chicken, or am I nuts for thinking that?
Well, Bob,
it's
why don't you do
quite a coincidence. He
Oh, a
Brought
coincidence?
that up. You mentioning I was up at the Capitol yesterday.
Yeah.
A lot of trees on the grounds, a lot of squirrels at the state Capitol.
Squirrels at the state
A
capitol.
lot of squirrels. I saw some squirrels. Had to be legislative squirrels.
Wait a minute. Why did they have to be legislative squirrels?
Well, they were filibustering their nuts.
Filibustering their nuts. That's almost as that's almost as unique as That's Incredible last
And of
week.
course, with a big scandal up there, they've stopped taking pictures of their nuts. So
They have?
cut down on those photographic expenses at the Capitol.
You're on a roll. You want to keep this up? That's almost as funny, Bob, as last Monday night on That's Incredible when Fran Tarkington.
What happened on That's Incredible?
Well, he showed rare movies of, home movies of Dolly Parton with the hiccups. I love that one. Oh, by the way, speaking of That's Incredible, tonight, I understand that, today, Jay Hyde and Phil Kent are going out, right?
Yeah, they're going out to lunch today.
Are they going to fight over who's going to pay the tab? Or no?
I don't think so, but I got an advanced look at the itinerary for lunch.
Lay it on us.
Well, I understand that Jay Hyde and Phil Kent will be dropping by Adams for a couple of drinks, and then they're going out to Grovetown.
My goodness, and I thought you were a man of steel going through Morgan County. Well, I have an advance actual recording here.
Advance actual recording. I've never heard one of these before.
This is an actual recording of Jay and Phil in Grovetown after they've been arrested for DUI. This is interrogation right here. A special guest appearance by Sheriff Whitfield.
WBBQ News Updated.
WBBQ, what a man with a slow hand. The black and white LP, recent gold, and the Pointer Sisters. 48 degrees, 617 with Buddy Carr in the morning. And later on, I'll be giving you a chance to win that Marty Ballin LP and a bright orange Sun-Kissed Good Vibrations t-shirt, which is handy and unhandy, so to speak. Yesterday, a lady came in, put hers on, and somebody mistook her for a tangerine, and she almost got gang peeled out in the parking lot.
I have to make it alone.
WBBQ, and you saved my soul.
Hallelujah.
That's Burton Cummings, formerly of the Guess Who, 624 with Buddy Carr and Bob Young here on a Tuesday morning. And we have the 911 dial service now. And
we certainly do. It started yesterday.
And you can dial 911 to report what, an emergency for fire, police, or emergency medical services.
Or the sheriff's department, or if you spot a wild pig, you can call that number.
Or Larry Sconyers.
One of Charlie Fox's girlfriends, whatever.
Larry, I'll come out and grill him for you. I think I'll try that, Bob. You know, I've never actually dialed 911, never had to.
Well, I hope you have something to report, or you
well, I don't think
might get in trouble, you know, just dialing the number.
Bob, I stay in trouble. Let's try it anyway.
All right.
Let's see what happens. Listen to this.
You have dialed a dirty joke.
No, wait a minute.
I don't think they have the system perfected yet.
No, I think obviously Southern Belle
Back to
hasn't
the
worked
drawing
all the
board.
bugs out of that.
Last time I'll ever go to that quacko.
Uh-oh.
Buddy.
Yeah.
How's it going, pal?
Going great. What's happening there?
Not much happening. I went to the doctor yesterday. It's a new doctor which was recommended to me by a friend of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, never again. What a weirdo doctor he was.
Strange, huh?
Well, when I undressed, he accompanied me on drums. Can you believe that?
No, I
And
can't.
when I dropped my pants for an injection, he gave me a rim shot.
WBBQ News Update at 6 when